Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today is the long-awaited, drumroll please, makeup tutorial. I'm going to show you how I do my makeup going from this to this. I'm gorgeous, I know, you know. I used to show up to school like this every single day with a full face of makeup on, but for the past couple of weeks, I've been like rolling out of bed, putting on eyeliner and lashes, and leaving the house just like that. But this is just a tutorial on how I do my full face of makeup. With that being said, let's get started. Sorry for the jump scare.
I said, oh, jump scare.
The first thing that I'm going to do is clip my hair back. So usually before I start on my makeup, I always start with sunscreen. And in the summertime, I use this Kosas one. It's SPF 40, and when it's not as sunny outside, I use SPF 30 from Summer Fridays. I'm going to skip sunscreen right now because I already put it on earlier. But the first step of makeup is to always use a primer, and I'm using this one by e.l.f. It's the pink one. Honestly, I'm not sure if it even does anything. I just like putting primer on my face. And I just tap it in. Now I just let this sit for a while. For foundation, I used the one by House Labs in the shade Very Cool. This shade is low-key just a little bit too light for me, but it's okay because I actually like being a bit more pale. I use this spatula thing to spread the foundation on my face. And I just use this random beauty blender from the Sephora collection, I think. And I just tap. Okay, so now that I'm looking really scary, I go in with concealer. I use this NARS one in the shade Crème Brûlée. And I also use this e.l.f. one in the shade Light Peach. I mainly just put a little bit under the eyes and on any pimples, like right there. There. A little bit more right here. A little bit on my forehead and chin. And as for this super light e.l.f. one, I just put it a little bit right here to highlight and under my eyes. I use the same sponge to blend everything out. I'm going to be adding some color back to my face with this Makeup by Mario bronzer in the shade Light, and I'm going to be using it as a contour, and I just put it under my cheekbones, on my forehead, and down my nose. Now I use this random brush that I got on Amazon. I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty basic, and I just tap it in. A lot of the times, I don't even put contour on my forehead because I have bangs, and it just covers up my forehead, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to do it. Now for nose contour, I use the smaller end of the brush, and I just swipe up and down like this. The last cream product I'm going to use before I set everything is this Patrick Ta blush in the shade She's That Girl. And I just take the cream portion of it with my fingers, and I just put a little bit like this. Using the same sponge, I'm just going to tap it out again. Next, I use this Givenchy powder in the shade number 3, Voile Rose, I think. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I heard that they changed the formula, so I don't know if you can still get this, but this is the old formula. I take this random powder puff that I got from Forever 21, I think, and you just press it in the powder, tap off the excess, and I kind of just like step my whole face with it. I feel like recently I've been more into matte makeup, but I kind of just like put powder everywhere. So now one of my favorite steps to do is blush, and one of my favorite blushes of all time is the NARS powder blush in the shade, it's like the OG shade. If you know, you know. But anyways, I just take this duo-sided brush that I got from e.l.f. and I just put blush on. I like to put on a lot of blush, and I tend to focus like around right here. I don't know what it's called, but a bit under my eyes and up to my temple. I also love putting blush on my chin. I don't know, but also on my nose. Kind of just everywhere because I think I have blush blindness, but whatever. Now I put on highlighter, and I use the Benefit Cookie highlighter. And I just use my fingers, and I put some on my nose, like in these areas. Oh, needs a little more. Like that. And I'll just put some on my cheek as well. And I blend it out. Here's what the base looks like up close with no beauty filters, and I think it's pretty good in my opinion, and just ignore that big ass pimple right there. Anyways, next up is brows, and honestly I forget this step so much. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pencil in the shade dark brown, and I do this step whenever I remember to do it because I keep on forgetting. Also, this mirror is from Flower Nose, but I kind of just fill it in and I drag the tail out longer because I shaved my eyebrows and I accidentally shaved off the ends. Oh my gosh. Oh cute, I just broke my pencil. I just broke this. Wait, I found it. I'm gonna try to fix it. Wait. I think I fixed it. Okay, it's saved, guys. But anyways, as I was saying, I just take an eyebrow razor and I just shave them so they're more thin. Fill it in, and now I use the other end with the spoolie, and I just kind of brush it out a little bit, if you know, like. Now I take the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow gel thing, and I kind of just gel it. I go to the sides like this. I used to do like soap brows, but
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
we don't talk about that. I like to make them really thin and straight and just like a little curve at the end. Now this is like the most important part of my makeup routine, the eye makeup. It is what turns these small ass Asian eyes into ta-da! But let's get started. So I use this Flower Nose makeup palette. It's so pretty. Here's what it looks like inside. I use this tiny brush, and honestly you can use whatever brown eyeshadow you want, but I just take this one right here and I draw on my Aegyosa right here. I'm not completely sure how to pronounce it, but I think it's Aegyoso. I'm not sure, but the eye back thing under my eyes. And I smudge it out with my finger like this. Next, I take an eye glitter, and my favorite one is this heavy metal one from Urban Decay. I put it right on top of where I drew my Aegyosa. Also, I forgot to mention, but I keep my Aegyosa on the outer bottom half of my eyes. If you draw like a line in between here, I keep it on this side. Like I don't drag it all the way in there, because I feel like my eyes look bigger, and I don't know, I just do that. Honestly, I don't know what I'm yapping about. I just do what works for me. Next, I use this Dior Face Glow Backstage palette in the shade Celestial Glow. And honestly, you can just use whatever glittery white eyeshadow, but I take this shade right here and this more rounded brush, and I put it in my inner corners right here. And I like to drag it up a bit and also down a little bit so it's like a curved C. Here's what it looks like. My eyes already look so much bigger. Now it's time for eyeliner, and this step is like the second most important step of my eye makeup. My favorite eyeliner is this Flower Nose one because look how thin this brush tip is. And also I'm like running out of this, so it's pretty much dry, but we're gonna still try to use it. I don't know how I'm gonna show you guys this part, but I'll try to explain it. So I take my eyeliner. You see like the middle of my eye right here, like where the top part and the bottom part meets. Right here, I'm gonna draw a straight line parallel to the ground, like across, like pretty long, I would say. Oh, this is dry. She is dry, oh my gosh. Something like that. Draw a dot right here, and I'm gonna connect it with a straight line, like as straight and sharp as possible. So now that it looks like this, I'm gonna do the same thing with the bottom, like right here. I'm gonna draw another line, connects it, and I'm gonna fill in everything. Here's how it's gonna look. Can you see the difference already? Like I feel like this eyeliner really widens my eyes, like stretches it out like horizontally, if that makes sense. I don't know, but now I'm gonna do the same thing with the other side and make them look as symmetrical as possible. Fingers crossed, guys. Okay, so they're not even distant cousins, so now I take a Q-tip and I try to clean it up as best as I can. And as you can see, it kind of removes some of my makeup underneath. So I take my beauty blender that has like every single product on it, and I just like cover it up. Ooh, that did not look good.
Oh my god, what is that?
Do they look symmetrical enough? Usually when my eyeliner looks bad, I just gaslight myself into thinking that it looks good. But now, for the most important part of my makeup routine ever. Ta-da! If I had to leave the house with only like one makeup product, I guess, it would be lashes. I physically cannot step outside a door without lashes on. It's a problem. I get like most of my lashes on Amazon or Temu, like stuff like that. But recently my favorite lashes have been these ones. I got them on Temu and they're like really good, but they don't have it anymore because of the stupid tariffs. If anybody finds lashes that are just like those on like Amazon or something that are affordable, please send me a link to them because I cannot live without them. Like,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine. You're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Anyways, so I reused these. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I reused my lashes. They were really long, so I like took scissors and I cut off like a part, like one lash, if you know what I mean, on the sides. But I take my lash glue. This one is from Velour, and I used the black one. I'm always looking for a better lash glue to use. This one isn't my favorite, but it's pretty good. If anybody has got eyelash glue recommendations, hit me up. But I just put the glue on my lash, and I just let it dry and get tacky for like 20-30 seconds. If you made it to this part of the video, comment the pink bow emoji. I love that emoji. I use it so much. I forgot something. Wait, okay, I forgot. Also, I'm using this Lancome eyeliner now because the other one's dead. But when I do eyeliner, I also put a little bit on the front, like right here. I leave the middle part empty because I put my lashes on. But since my lash doesn't reach all the way to like that part of my eye, I like to put a little bit eyeliner like right there. It looks a little bit silly now, but it'll look like a line with my lashes on. Okay, now I put my lashes on. I can't really explain how I put them on because I just like plop them on there. So go on TikTok and look up a tutorial because I'm not the best at putting on lashes, but I just like press it on my eye, and then I attach the front part and I attach the back part like that. Can y'all see the difference already? Like, this is catfishing 101. other lash. Look how gigantic my eyes look. Oh my gosh. Because I'm Asian and I have small eyes, the eyeliner, like I make it really long to make it longer like this, like elongate it, and then the lashes make it longer like this. So my eyes just like, you know? We're done with the eye makeup, but we're not done with the makeup routine yet. I clean off any makeup on my lips. I have a lot of lip products, so I switch up my lip combo every day. But today's lip combo, I'm gonna use Sephora Collection lip liner in the shade Rosewood. This is one of my favorite lip liners because it's so nice and it's so affordable. Okay, this is what it looks like. Now I just like smudge it out a little bit and like blend it in. Most of the time I just put like a random gloss on top, whichever one I grab first. And I'm just gonna use the classic, the Summer Fridays. Also, don't mind the packaging, it's been through a lot. But just a basic lip gloss with a lip liner. The last step is I set my face with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And this is the finished makeup routine. I'm gonna put you guys up close. Look how smooth. Oh, 1 second, guys. One problem that I do have is that my pimples do not get covered up. Like, they always poke through. So I usually just throw on a pimple patch or like put more concealer on throughout the day. I give up. I'm gonna go do my hair really quickly and I will be back. Okay, baddies, I am back. Look at her, she is gorgina. So this is the end of my everyday makeup tutorial. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video from me. Also comment down below on what kind of videos you guys want to see next, and if you guys want more long form videos or shorts, things like that. Anyways, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!